What's happening, Pisces? Hey, oh man, I need to shave, I guess. It's okay. We want to honor our hair. We want to honor our divine nature. You know, it's kind of interesting. Pisces, nobody is going to know what you have been doing behind closed doors. Yeah, I'm in the QHHT forum a lot reading about reincarnation, people not on their soul's purpose, things of that nature. So you get a lot of information. You just really get a lot of information. Yeah, and then people put walls up that, you're basically able to see through with the Akashic Records. So as you go through that, I mean, let's face it, Pisces, most people don't even know they have a soul, much less a soul mission. And it's just what it is. It's just what it is. A lot of people are going to be looking for guidance. They're going to be looking for their soul's purpose, which is fine. And a lot of their failures will be projected on pretty much to everyone. I mean, misery loves company. So being able to take all of the elements of earth, wind, fire, water, the outer space, mind, heart, coherence, and experiences, because once you have those experiences, I mean, face it, we know that the world's changing fast, changing super fast. But to have an expert positioning statement for the speakers lab, you have to have something to talk about. You have to take all of your investments once they have been combined into an expert positioning statement, and then you're able to move forward. And let's face it, most people aren't going to want to hear their divine truth. However, once you have that divine truth and all of these different, I mean, come on, you don't get better without making tons of mistakes. And I want to apologize to Tarot Land, because it seems like a lot of Pisces energy just went into things that weren't tangible. They overgave, they did whatever, but then there were some Pisces that were putting all of their energy into the cake. We were baking a cake. A lot of Pisces have been baking cakes, soul cakes at that, because we are on soul missions. And, I love reading what the other practitioners are doing in the forum, because that's just one of the fringe benefits of being a practitioner. However, to help people in the very best possible way, we just have to focus on ourselves. I mean, come on, Pisces graduation means not repeating the 12th grade, because we just really don't want to repeat our senior year. We just don't. And we don't want to be stuck in sales meetings. I mean, come on, you're taking a spiritual business, a soul healing business, into sales meetings. That feels too much like soul sailing. And it's just what it is. We want to sail our souls like sailfish. We just want to sail our souls into something that's recession proof, because, I mean, let's face it, there's always going to be a need for introverted, intuitive public speakers. There always is. When you go and try to develop those types of talks and things, you find out that the introverted intuitive is the public speaker. So it seemed only synchronistic, and it's what it is. You're going to have to protect your energy. You're going to have to retreat. Let me rephrase that word. You're going to have to reserve your energy for creating your own reality. Because if you're not waking up to creating your own reality, well, then you're waking up into someone else's. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. I mean, me personally, I would love nothing more than traveling around talking about everyone. It's just what it is. Or at least their soul's mission that they have or don't have. And it's just what it is. Thank you for that confirmation, 1145. As people start to see through the veil, as they start to see the nature of reality, as they start to see that everything that is around them they created, okay, great, so they have created their own reality. Whether it serves their highest good or not is beside the point. What we want to make sure of, thank you for that confirmation. What time is it? Because, see, a lot of us are having these paranormal experiences. And I mean, you can do your research on the paranormal INFJ. They have ghosts and spirits and angelic beings and guardian angels. And that was the cool thing about QHHT, because that was one of Dolores Cannon's metaphysical teachings, was that, you just give the angels assignments and sit back and watch the magic happen. So by taking that advice from a wonderful teacher who still to this day has classes over $1,000, making hundreds of practitioners in over 117 countries, and is the only teacher of the method. That is the kind of legacy that you kind of want to mold your own reality after. You just want to have. And you don't talk about everything that you know. However, some of us do. Some of us talk about everything that we know because we want it to be for the highest good of all involved. And some people just don't want the highest good of all involved, which is fine. They need to worry about having the highest good of themselves and their own soul. Because, I mean, let's face it, the whole reincarnation thing, that it truly bothered me. However, it also got me on my path. So by being on at least my path, or being on your path and living your dreams, seems like there would need to be some collaboration, because, I mean, we can't live as an island. However, we can live as a school of fish. So by living as a school of fish, who is this Pisces in Terrorland that is calling in the storm from the eye of the hurricane? That's interesting. That's very, very interesting. I mean, you can't grow a new crop of golden roses without wiping out all the weeds. And it's just what it is. You have to weed the garden. And it's much better to be a warrior in a garden than a gardener in a war. So, let's keep in mind the trigger psyop of triggering people into, I mean, let's face it, the definition of a trigger is something used to shoot down the energy. However, we also know that a suppressor or a silencer is still on a gun. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. Some of us have an incredible mouthpiece, and we don't typically use it. We don't typically use it until the time is right. We want to make sure we have enough in the silencer. It's just what it is. It's just what it is. And you don't tell everything you know until you're ready to. It's just what you can do. However, if we know that markets are crashing and we invested in on the other sides of the markets, 1148. Yeah, I've got this light up thing. Oh, the takeover is finally here. Okay. My notification, sorry. The takeover is finally here. So if we know that the takeover is finally here, and Pisces has victory energy all in the cards, you guys are some beautiful, mentioned me in a kites, whatever it is. I'm not going for being mentioned. I'm going for the highest good of all involved. And I would say that if we have proof of reincarnation and we also have a doorway out of the wheel of incarnation, it looks like we just present that as the apple and the Big Mac, and then we give the healthy or the unhealthy the choice to choose one. Man, I need to shave. It's okay. I probably won't shave for a while. It's just what it is. It's what it is. I might be going for the Crow dynasty. I don't need ducks in my dynasty. It's just what it is. I don't know. They sure do know how to live off the land. Anyway, being able to channel energy and give channeled messages, as long as you're helping one person, you have done your job. You have saved a universe, because the universe is inside you. And I mean, you take the information for what it is. You take it for what it is. What part you project your energy to into the information is completely beside the point. You want to have all the information available before you take your knowledge, your wisdom, your energy, and you put it into a new venture. So by having all of the tools from the past failed ventures and the investments, it's just what it is. It seems like you take that open third door. Now you can have the open third door, which would be the organic route, because I cannot prove that angels haven't come in and put a block on spiritual bypassing, which would basically be people having incredibly horrible experiences for not following the proper guidelines and steps. And it's what it is. We're looking into it. Or hell, it involved reincarnation, and we just don't. I'll have to continue doing reading. I just, we'll have to go back into the QHHT forum, the quantum healing hypnosis forum for Dolores Cannon. Having access to that gives you a plethora of information to be able to truly form an expert positioning statement that is the best for everyone, because that's the only thing that's going to manifest for people. I mean, things work for a little while, but then they fail miserably when the Schumann resonance of the earth is raising and people aren't on their divine energetic path. It's just what it is. So, Facebook, I gave the Pisces exit because I'm exiting out of that cycle. Some people have doors of opportunity. Pisces opens portals of opportunity, and you're only going to be as successful as the people that you follow. And if you're seeing, it's just what it is, you accept their failures for what they are, and then you provide the opposite side to energetic success. So by calling in the storm, or raising the waters, so to speak, when the tide rises, all ships rise. And, if you're not at least in your own soul's life preserver, chances are you're going to drown. And we're seeing the effects of the 3D to 5D timeline split of going into the new earth, higher dimensions, or the same old rat race of failure and someone else's dreams. So thank you for that confirmation. What time was it? 11:54. So if we have raised up to the higher dimensions of angels, ancestors, Pisces being the high priestess attached to the Akashic Records, it's just what it is, because once you get over that level of guides and angels, well, then you get divine knowledge. and being able to channel that divine knowledge into your bubble, or the INFJ shield. The INFJ shield is very, very beneficial for storing energetic programming. And a lot of people aren't going to understand that. I mean, if they've never put together I personally have never put together a Hemi engine. If you were talking about Hemi engine parts, but I do understand Hemi sync and balancing both sides of the brain. So, from the HemiSync Gateway project, you'll have to look into CIA information on that. From taking that with the INFJ's viewing screen, or the Jose Silva mind control method, and being able to project your own inner light, because the INFJ has their own consciously unconscious inner light, where the temporal meets the super temporal and projects images in the mind. It's just what it is. It tells you all kinds of neat things, almost like a teleprompter. So, by taking all of these thoughts, feelings, and actions, and being able to get out of the static, once you're able to get out of the static of other people's reality, because we're all creating our own reality, by being able to get out of the static of other people creating their reality and focus on the facts, the results, the things that we have experienced, combining them all together, because that's what you would be doing. You would be combining reincarnation from QHHT in with tarot or energy reading, and seeing how the wheel of karma works, and then pulling your past experience of near-death craziness, taking that and wrapping it all together is going to be fun. It's going to be a whole lot of fun. It's going to be quite a journey. It's going to be something for Pisces to embrace. Pisces just has to embrace the unknown. They just have to embrace the unknown. However, confirmation of some sort. If we look back at what we know to be true, all truths are half truths. Okay, so if you've only looked at one side of that, then everything you have ever been taught was a lie. And then you come forward with the truth. Well, people generally, and I don't know what people do, I know it's a possibility, because we have infinite possibilities of fighting for your limitations, defending the lies, defending it's just what it is. So by knowing that there's even the slightest possibility, forget proof, the slightest possibility that one would have to do all of this over again and been lied to about it. And it's just what it is. You've been lied to about it. Knowing that someone would have to reincarnate and do all of this over again. It seems like crafting the best way forward to break them out of, by choice. I mean, everyone makes their own free will sovereign choices. I'm having so much fun with this. I really, really am. Because most people aren't going to understand the resilience of the INFJ. They just don't quit. And they're not going to understand the fact that they crush on animated characters. It's just what it is. It's natural. It's natural for the INFJ to have crushes on animated characters. You know, and then sometimes they go to the comic book shop and you've got Sheena the Princess Warrior decal up on the window, and you know, you can tell the shop clerk, you know, that you're an INFJ and you crush on fictional characters, and they just won't understand that. But then they catch you outside licking the window, and you know, they don't understand that either. However, INFJs don't quit. They just don't quit. They are lions, tigers, and bears all rolled into one, because they understand they have the universe inside them. So knowing they have the entire universe inside them, it looks like truth and clarity is needed when energy readers are, what the hell is Pisces manifesting? So love and truth set you free. If you have the universe inside of you and you're coming off with authenticity, it looks like it's going to throw your energy off. You're attracting the universe. So it's what it is. It's what it is. Sit in the eye of your storm. Sit in the eye of the hurricane. And I mean, as the dust settles, you just pick your souls up, dust it off, and continue on with your mission. It's just what it is. You guys are doing amazing. You guys are doing fantastic. It's beautiful. You know, you want to make sure that anytime you cause problems for someone, you have a solution for them. Just pick them up, dust them off, get them off their dirty knees. It's just what it is. Don't bow down before anyone. Bow down before everyone. Not that special. Namaste.